Neeraj, why do you think more people are not successful?
A lot of people won't like me for saying this, but the reason why is because most people aren't willing to lose in order to win.
Okay, why do you say that?
In everything they want to achieve in life, there are things that you got to be willing to sacrifice. When I was 22, I had momentum in my career and my business. I was traveling a lot more. I had a lot more opportunities to speak across the world and stuff, and that required a lot of my time. And unfortunately, because of that time spent, there was a lot of strains in my relationship with my then girlfriend. It was really, really difficult. It was a great relationship, but she felt very, very upset that I had to spend so much time building and working on my business. But eventually, the relationship ended. I had to move on. Why? Because I knew that what I was building was going to be so much more important for my life and my business and my career. And that's something that I give up. And again, today, I have managed to build an 8-figure business. I have now found my wife and I have a beautiful family.
How do you know if whatever you're going to lose is worth whatever you're going to gain?
In everything in life, you've got to do a kind of pros and cons analysis. You don't want to be in a situation where you lose things that matter so much more. And ultimately, what is your why? What is the reason behind what you're doing? And if it's compelling enough, then you'll be willing to make sacrifices to make sure you get to your goal. So at the end, say there's one thing that really resonated with me. She felt like I was a kite that she could no longer hold and I had to be released to fly. Sometimes in life, the people who are with you will be there with you for a season. And sometimes some people will be let go so that you can actually fly even higher. Look, this is just the same with life. If you want to be healthy, you want to have a great body, for example, you need to be willing to sacrifice foods that you love. If you want to be financially free, you've got to be able to control your expenses and not spend money on things that waste unnecessary income on. In everything that you want to gain, there will be something that you'll be willing to lose. And that's what's absolutely needed. In trading, people always ask me, how do I make so much money, for example? But in that journey of wanting to build a solid portfolio, look, you've got to be willing to understand that you will lose some money as well. But that's the journey of life. If you're not willing to lose, you will never win.